Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and this is a Tylis versus Massilia match. I am Massilia, I almost said Tylis, going up against Tylis, and I have the same build that I used in the previous video: 4 Slingers, 2 Levy Freemen, 2 Massilian Thrio Spears, 2 Hippeus, 3 Axe Warriors, and 4 Hoplites. And then 3 Tarantine Cab. Now this enemy army, this player was pretty good too. I knew it was going to be a test going up against Tylis because Massilia struggles hard when it comes to fighting an enemy faction that has good mid-tier swords, and Tylis and Galatia are 2 of the best mid-tier sword factions that you can use. So he has 5 Slingers, 4 Freemen, 2 Noble Horse, 2 Thracians, 2 Oathsworn, 4 Tribal Warriors, and 1 Celtic Warrior. So this build, immediately I knew, also watch this, this was a great start. I didn't think he'd actually be able to catch me in time, and he does. Thankfully, well actually that was terrible, gosh, I didn't think I'd lost that many, but yeah, that's how this battle starts for me, but it gets better. Basically, I knew this was going to be a challenge right off the bat. He's got more Slingers than me, he's got basically better cav than me, and he has definitely better infantry than me. Tribal Warriors are tough. However, there is one thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration. That's the fact they only have 55 morale. This Tarantine Cav, which is cheaper, has 50 morale. Excuse the dog barking in the back. Now, immediately I had my plans to strike his Slingers as quickly as possible. And he's doing well at keeping my Tarantine Cav away, but immediately I realized I'm just going to surround his army with my Tarantine Cav in the back and use my Slingers to push a flank. And that actually turns out very well. And he is very much so trying to javelin me, but I'm not going to let him. And so there's something that he repeatedly does here that I immediately notice, and that's clump his Slingers up and move them further and further away from his cavalry. Also, I have this Tribal Warrior down to 141. Because I've been javelin it. And I get another good javelin volley here. So I go for a feint here. I don't actually go through with it, but because he oh my god, Sasaki! All right, so because he allowed me to get so close to it and gave me an opportunity like that, the next time I basically had it in my mind that I was going to charge that clump of Slingers. So this Tribal Warrior is down to 139, and that was really good for me. Now I am shooting him with my Slingers all across the front. So here we go. He gives me, this is an opportunity where I am fully committed now. I am not at all upset about losing this Tarantine Cav, and I'm going to sacrifice him. I'm going for a charge directly on all 5 of those Slingers, and I basically don't care about the fate of the outcome. Because I've already have it in my mind that I want that to happen, and I'm just going to do it. And I don't care if it works or doesn't work. That's what I'm doing. And it pays off greatly here. I get a great charge. I kill tons of his Slingers, and on top of this, I immediately pull up with both my Tarantine Cav, and I'm going to start javelin those Noble Horse. And he is going to take a lot of casualties. And another thing is he's bunched up 2 of his Noble Horse. So he just lost a bunch of Slingers. 2 of the units rout, and I will hunt them down, so they won't come back. And look at all these javelins I'm getting on his Noble Horse. Now, at the same time, keep in mind, I'm shooting his front line with my Slingers. And look at this. This one's down to 155, 159, and this is good HP damage that these units are taking. So yeah, and so basically, he's gone to 71 and 75 on his Noble Horse, and he's lost 2 Slingers. That is a perfect start for me, and I've done great at also shooting this front line of Tribal Warriors. So everything for now is going great for me. And I am, again, going to make sure neither of these Celtic Warriors come back. At the same time, I do want to get some more javelin while he's off the Noble Horse, but he does finally put him into his army. Look at this Tribal Warrior down to 144. This one's only down to 159. But these were important shots because this is a lot of HP damage that these units are going to take. And now I'm going to run away here, not too far, just back up a little bit. I wanted to pull him forward. Now here, okay, so here, this is definitely a controversial thing that I'm about to do that I don't know if a lot of people agree on. His front line is separated greatly from his support units. So at my mind at this moment, this is the perfect time to attack. Now, I'm going to pull this wing back, and I'm going to push with this wing. This is probably the most important part of this battle. Would I do this again? Would I attack his front line again? No. If I had to replay this, I would not. And you'll see why. Because his units, I'll say it right now, his units were not damaged enough at all for me to accept this fight. And I'm going to do it anyway. So we formed shield wall there, which I thought was kind of strange, but I guess it worked because it forced me to charge back. I'm going to circle around and hit that tribal warrior, follow up with the axe warrior. I thought that would have been enough to at least, you know, stall that unit. My general, I thought, would have been able to take this tribal warrior head on. That was far from the frickin' case. I do have my axe warrior and other unit over here double teaming this tribal warrior, which I was positive would die quickly. And I even had an opportunity to rear charge it, which I should have taken. Massilia and Thrail Spear are going to plug that gap right there and attack the tribal warrior, which routed my freemen. General's getting frickin' pummeled. Axe warrior's getting pummeled. Let's slow this down. He's charging over here too. I'm going to stop with my cav, follow up with the hoplite. Over here, he's going to get pinned down. Now, this unit is going to get wrecked because he's been shot. I am going to charge him, and then he's going to break immediately, by the way. So over here, this axe warrior didn't last for crap against this tribal warrior. I was positive he would have, but yeah, same with my general. Everyone is just getting eaten alive in the front line, and I just was flabbergasted that this was happening because I was so positive in my mind that I would have broken this tribal warrior line easily. He does go bring his noble horse over here, which forces me to pull that unit back. I pull my Massilian hoplite out to let the axe warrior fight that unit, and I actually was tempted to fight that noble horse with my Tarantine cav just to pull up with the Massilian hoplite. Decide not to. I get a good charge though on the noble horse, and I am shooting him, so he's gonna take lots of casualties. You can see, boom, there goes that tribal warrior. Now that's what I was expecting to happen all across the front line, but it didn't. He starts focus firing with his 3 slingers on my guys. I probably should have done the same, but in the heat of the moment, I guess, I was too busy thinking about killing his cav. Yeah, I think he tries to go through this gap, but it doesn't work. And I think he gets stuck. Either that or he runs that way, one or the other. I immediately go for a charge on this Thracian warrior. This slinger accidentally got in a fight, so I'm going to pull him out. This Massilian hoplite is doing very good against that Oathsworn. Don't frickin' know why, actually. Now, this Thracian warrior, I knew it was a Thracian warrior, but I just did not think it would do the damage that it's about to do. So I pin it down with the Tarantine cav. Look at the frickin' casualties go up on this unit. And I do not pull that out fast enough, so that Tarantine cav breaks in a second. I am going to pull up with the Massilian hoplite. At the same time, I'm flanking with the axe warrior to help out with these units. Noble horse is about to die. I do pull out my Hippeus in a second here, and he's bringing over that other noble horse. I run my general away, because now I'm realizing he's just getting his butt kicked. I pull out the axe warrior to let the Massilian hoplite finish off the tribal warrior, which I thought would have been dead by now. I'm going to use this Tarantine cav to plug the gap here while running out my Hippeus lancer. So we'll turn it back to normal speed now. You can see I got all my skirmishers firing on that noble horse, trying to kill him as quickly as possible, but he is just not going down easily. That Tarantine cav will block that gap, but only for so long. That Oathsworn is kicking the crap out of that Massilian hoplite now, even though it's about to be surrounded. This Thracian forced my Tarantine cav down to 20 and is going to get finished off by the Massilian hoplite, but not for a while actually, and he's going to take down a lot of my hoplites. There is this massive gap about to form right here in the middle of the battlefield, which was not what I wanted at all. I got this Thrail Spear throwing javelins in, and I'm just gathering every troop I can to throw in there. I've got 2 damaged axe warriors and a Massilian hoplite that's barely alive, going up against a frickin' Oathsworn. And you can see that Thracian just gets way too many kills in my opinion. That was ridiculous. I'm running my Hippeus away from that noble horse, which is now chasing me down. I'm trying to shoot his Celtic slingers, and things are just not going well for me. Now I do start to take the initiative with my cav. I get a great charge in here, and I'm pretty sure I break that Celtic warrior. I plug that gap with my Tarantine cav just for a second. That Oathsworn is still going to end up actually winning that fight, I think, or coming close to it. This actually made me mad. My Hippeus wouldn't run away for some freaking reason. Well, it was, but he caught up to me somehow. I don't know how. And now he's going to basically beat the hell out of that Hippeus Lancer, but I am running over a Massilian hoplite, and I am going to get some slinger fire on that unit. You can see I have stabilized the line. I did break that Celtic warrior, so that was nice. I'm getting my Hippeus to try and do something more than it's currently doing. I think my other one is dead. Oh wait, no, it's right there. This Massilian hoplite is going to break that Levy Freeman and charge down here, and then I'm currently throwing javelins with my the radio spear into that tribal warrior, but that I'm gonna have to form square in a second because he's charging through that gap. I'm gonna run my slingers away, and I'm gonna use this axe warrior to, I think, intercept that line. Actually, I don't know what that axe warrior is doing. Well, he should be charging into that tribal warrior. I think, no, he wasn't. I don't know what he was doing. My general died. I formed Hublite Wall, and I'm pretty sure that killed him. And you can see, actually, I come out better with this engagement just because of how strong that Massilian Hublite was. He's going to come around my cav, kind of pulling through, but whatever. He takes more casualties than it's worth. And he's going to hit the slinger, and that will break that slinger, but it's worth it because I destroy his noble horse there. My Massilian Hublite is coming up over here. He's going to have to fight that Levy Freeman, and I already made sure to give it an extra click. Pouring all the fire I possibly can on these units, I'm going to charge that Levy Freeman, and that will break him. That Massilian Hublite is about to break, and my general is on the cups of losing here. Axe Warrior is getting its butt kicked by this Oathsworn. And yeah, you can see he's just down to that last noble horse. So I kill all his cav now. So that was very nice. I'm shooting that Thracian warrior with my slingers. Pulling out the Hippeus. And I am going to get out of square, and I'm going to help this axe warrior, which is about to break actually in a second. He does get a lot of importance. Now, okay, here, this is, this, I think I've learned my lesson when it comes to Thracian warriors after this battle. I'm going to charge the Thracian warrior head on with the Hippeus Lancer. It does not get its charge bonus on my unit. It doesn't matter, because look at the casualties this Hippeus Lancer starts to take. It's down to 33 already. 32, 30. Now, obviously, that was from a combination of my friendly fire, his slinger fire, and the Thracian warrior's Rumpfia. But either way, from here on out, I probably won't be charging Thracian warriors, or any two-handed unit for that matter, with Cav. I still got this Hippeus Lancer, which is going to either rear charge that Oathsworn and go for the slingers. It should go for the slingers, and it is, yeah. I think, though, I make a mistake here because his general was nearby and it scared me. Yeah, so I'm actually going to turn away and I'm going to hit. I think he javelins me. Yeah, that was game-changing right there. That was basically sealed my fate. I'm going to go for a charge on the Levy Freeman. Somehow, this Axe Warrior is beating this Oathsworn. I'm going to help with this Massilian Hublite. I'll at least rout the Levy Freeman that somehow was beating my Massilian Hublite. Everything was freaking going against me in this battle. I'm running this Celtic Slinger away because he's chasing with the Levy Freeman. They'll just do that for the rest of the game. I do force this Thracian to break, and I think same with this Celtic Warrior. Now, what would have helped me greatly in this situation was hitting these slingers, but for some reason, I just didn't do it, so they get free fire on all my units for the rest of the game. Even though they were easily the biggest threat on this field, I just did not finish them off, even though at the start, I killed a lot of them. So he's gonna make that Hippeus finally break. Actually, one of the units did get charged, get in there. And I am gonna try and bring this Massilian Hublite up, but at this point, things were looking very grim for me. The Massilian Hublite, though, will finish off that tribal warrior and get the win on that fight. I tried to run away. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just turn and fight him. I actually thought it would be better to just receive the charge from the Levy Freeman. I knew I could clean these units up, but you can see my morale just sucks at this point. My units are very tired. The Axe Warrior comes up and helps. I start shooting his general. I should have been shooting this unit. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah. Axe Warrior will finish actually both these units off, I think. That unit will break over there, but that'll basically be the end of my battle here. Actually, I broke the Tribal Warrior, but I didn't break the Levy Freeman. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, so I made a few mistakes in this battle that were definitely game-changing. I can definitely tell you that, but the Slingers was probably the worst. And throwing my cavalry advantage away was definitely another one. Also, I've got my game to stop crashing, so that's nice. I was actually able to finish the battle without it crashing. So, Massilia, I'm loving... I actually really do like this army. It's fun to play, but it doesn't kill things very easily. Especially when they're heavily armored. So I've been thinking of maybe changing the Celtic Slingers out for Gallic Hunters. Either that, or putting more emphasis on the Tarentine Cav for late game. But I don't know. Or maybe I should just kite more, but I don't like kiting. So, my Massilian Hublites, this one did really good. This one did great. My general did not do crap that game, and this one didn't do that great. Hippeus Lancers, though, getting tons of kills, actually. This one even got 2 chevrons from killing so many noble horse. Tarrington Cab, MVPs of the army, definitely. They did really nice. Slingers doing pretty good. They did get a lot of important kills, so I can't not say they didn't do that. They did do a good job. And then the Axe Warriors all around doing pretty nice. And the Lever Freeman, not the greatest. And then the Massilian Thrago Spears, they did do pretty good. I definitely should not have taken that fight as early as I did, I can say that. His general doing absolutely amazing with 308 kills. Noble Horse, not so much. He did kind of just throw them away. Wasn't entirely his fault. He just got surrounded by Massilian Hoplite. The Celtic Slinger is doing very nice there. 3 of them. Obviously, I did kill 2 of them, but the other 3 doing really good. Celtic Warrior somehow almost got 200 kills. I think that was on a Levy Freeman and a Thrago Spear, but still, that's a lot of good kills. Levy Freeman actually doing pretty freaking nice. And these stupid Thracian Warriors, oh my gosh, I should have focus fired them. They did really nice. And then the Tribal Warriors all around. Well, actually, this one only got 19 kills. This one only got 71, but the other 2 did really nice. So if I was, let me just see if I even can. Where is it? How much price difference here? Yeah, see, that's the problem, though. I can get 1. I can get 2, so that's not worth it, in my opinion. I'd just rather have the 4 Celtic Slingers. Yeah, I don't know, Massilia is an odd faction. Definitely trying to figure it out, but I do like the build. I actually do really enjoy it. I think it's fun to play, and I've used it a couple times off camera. It just struggles to kill things, and that's kind of Massilia in general. They do struggle to kill things. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.